Hi, Cancer, and welcome to your May 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with Yes, 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 and welcome if you are brand new. I'm going to do a couple of different love readings this month, but this one is the first, and I'm going to use lots of different decks. And let me see, what do I need to say? If it resonates, let me know. I love hearing your comments. I love having you in the community, and I love hearing that feedback. Hit that thumbs up button if you are feeling this. That helps the channel out so much. And if you are interested in a private reading, I have a website, yesYesYes.life, and that information is in the box below. There's a direct link, as well as all the information about the decks. So I have pre-shuffled, and right now I'm going to use the Mike Dooley deck just to get an overall for you, Cancer, in May 2019. Your birthday season is coming. Oh my gosh, I just had this for another one. I really love this card. Enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness. I think it was Virgo who also got that card. Maybe there's a Virgo connection happening. Maybe you and a Virgo, maybe you're just friends, but you could be really enjoying each other's uniqueness. This is just being unabashedly you. Just purely you, taking risks, saying things. I mean, Cancer, I know that you think and feel about other people so much so that sometimes that may even keep you a little bit reserved in being free and expressing yourself. I have a really lovely Cancer friend who is so extraordinary, and she really lets go when she drinks. And I love her no matter what, and I wish that there was that freedom that she felt even when she was sober. And it's not super drunk, but just drinking. And we all kind of feel that, but it was just something that came up. So keep that in mind. There is this beauty and this light in you that you can share with the world, no matter if you are imbibing or not. Okay, so there's my pitch about that. I'm gonna use the, this is the Gabby Bernstein deck. I think it's called, oh my gosh, it's not Work Your Light. Oh, it might be Work Your Light. No, it's not. It's something else. I can't remember. It's in the box below. It's hard to remember this all, but I want to see what she has to say. There's always some kind of deep knowledge here. When I'm connected to my joyful present, I attract support from the universe. And this is that same energy, that joyful presence, that purely, unabashedly being you, Cancer, freeing yourself from any worry about judgment, freeing yourself from any worry, and this is going to be self-judgment. I think you're the one who might hold yourself back more than anybody else. That's beautiful. I'm loving this so far. Okay, romance angels, here we go. So for an overall, well, this one just flew straight out. It says very, very soon, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So clearly deciding what you want, and this is going to be great because if you're in your pureness of enjoying life, right? If you are in pure presence with yourself, your joyful presence of your extraordinary uniqueness, anything's going to come to you. Things are going to be drawn to you in a very quick manner. It's so amazing. Here's the thing, Cancer, it only takes one right person. And I'm not saying one for forever. I'm just saying it just takes one. It just takes one person to connect with you in a certain way where you open up, you let go a bit and enjoy even more with them. It just takes one person, and so much can change when that one person, when you bring that one person into your life, so much can change so very quickly. And that is the way love works, is that you're doing, you're driving on the left-hand side of the road one day, and then the next day you're driving on the right. And I know that's a weird analogy, but maybe some people are moving from England to, they're moving from a place where you drive from on the left side of the road, and you're moving someplace to drive on the right. I don't know. These things just come out. Okay, I'm using the Lenormand deck now. I want to get the path between the masculine and the feminine. I like using this deck just to see what's going on. Sorry, everything's turning out backwards. I don't read these in reverse or anything. So I'm just looking for the masculine or the feminine card, and then I will read the story between them for this month. There's the feminine. All right. So the way that this appears, it looks like the feminine is moving towards the masculine. We have the lilies, the star card, and the sun. Beautiful energy for the feminine. Oh my gosh. And then we have the ring, the rider, there's the mountain, the dog, the child, the moon, and the house. The snake, why did that snake have to show up? In the garden. Oh, and there's the heart. Okay. The story is getting interesting. The clover, and then there's the masculine. Okay, let's see. I'm going to reset this just so I can look at it a little differently. The energy of the masculine. The masculine has some love. I'm going to start down here because I'm moving it. Okay. And yeah, it's all in order here. Okay. So the masculine is a loving man, okay? If you are the Cancer masculine, we know this. You are a loving man. The issue has been that there's been some kind of deceit, a public deceit, some kind of public, someone talking about you in the public. Maybe there was, a public breakup, something along those lines that happened, and that's what the masculine is kind of working through right now. But what I am feeling is that there is some luck that's going to come from it, some kind of softening of this. So maybe whereas in the past it might have destroyed this masculine, right now it feels like he either might be on the other end of it or he might actually be benefiting from it. Okay, maybe he's earning new advocates. There are new people showing up who are standing up for him. So that's possible. Now, we also have this energy in the center, which I'm going to skip because that is where the masculine and the feminine meet. Let's talk about what's going on for the feminine. This is that beautiful energy we began. So I know it's a little bit high up here, but we have the feminine with the lilies. This is a card of sensuality, feeling herself, right? Feeling in her feminine. And this is exactly what she's been wishing for, been hoping for, been working on with that star card, and she's got some success because of it. So I feel like there's a lot of energy that's being drawn from the feminine right now, where she's been working on herself, working on her femininity, working on her full expression of herself, this joyful presence that's coming up, her extraordinary uniqueness. So I feel like the feminine is really feeling it more so. The masculine is having a battle that's on the outside, an external battle at the moment. But the feminine is building herself internally up quite nicely. She's made a commitment to herself first and foremost. So feminine Cancers, brava. There we go. Brava for you. Now let's talk about this connection in between. What I'm feeling here is that it might be, and it might have felt like it's been slow going. It's been a challenge. It might have felt like it was isolating, like even specifically for the feminine, she's been working on herself so much that maybe she's isolated herself from relationship, but it's definitely here. And the reason why I'm saying that is that we have friendship, we have children involved, and it could be a new or young friend. So this could very well be a connection that begins as friendship. It could be something where you meet through your children or you meet through a friend. So keep that in mind one way or the other. It's interesting because we meet in so many different ways now. Now that we have social media, a lot of people meet that way. So to meet in person through friends, or even through children, like, if you have children and they both go to the same school or they're in the same play group or something like that, it's an odd way now to meet people. Whereas before the internet, that would be the only place to meet. But that's where I'm seeing is this connection is happening. And this might happen this month, absolutely. This could be, the moon can be a timing card of moon cycles. So maybe look into not only, we just had a new moon, so we're planting these seeds. So let's see by the full moon if this has manifested. And this might be very stable. It might feel really stable here. And this could be something that could lock in for a while, for a foundational while, if that makes sense. So even though this masculine is dealing with this issue that is external to him. So, he might have had a burnout with a past relationship and it's been talked about and he's, kind of over it. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like the feminine's been building herself up to a point now where nothing, hopefully, can touch her. Nothing can slow her down, even though that isolation she's been feeling some isolation, but I think we're getting past that. Okay, I put these cards way up here at the top. So we have, I'll bring them down just a bit so you can see them. We have the feminine, the dog, the child, and the masculine. So that's what's going on up here. I know there's a glare. It's okay. Just know that that's there. Now we're going to bring out the Line Strider deck, and we're going to do a full spread. It's the couple spread from here. So I'm interested in knowing what is the underlying energy between this connection. And this feels like it's a connection that's not, that you're not in connection currently. So I will title the video that way. So if you are single, this is what we're talking about. And now I'm going to pull for the rest of the energies. Everything's been pre-shuffled if I didn't say that. And then what's bringing you two together? Ah, there's that moon card again. Okay. So give me a moment here. All right. What's bringing you two together? What the underlying energy here is the Knight of Swords. This is communication coming in and needing to come in, wanting to come in, and this will change things. The Knight drives the sword through the situation to create the change because it needs to happen. The Ace of Swords does very similar energy as well. So this is the need for change to happen. And what we're feeling is that the feminine has been deeply working on herself. So now she's ready. The change has to happen for her to come out of her shell. The masculine has been afflicted by external issues, probably in his community, socially. The change needs to come in so that he can get past that and move toward the feminine. Let's talk about the feminine side. Let's see what's been going on for her. This Wheel of Fortune card came out in the reverse. So this is repeating a cycle over and over again, trying to get past it. And again, this is a past to present energy. So the feminine has, again, really been working on herself, trying to flip this script around, flip this card around so that it's a new cycle. So I feel like the feminine has been going over and over things, probably more mentally, in that in this spiritual building that she's been doing, this trying to find the joyful presence of herself, trying to celebrate that. So working towards creating a new cycle, wanting to bring it in with this Knight of Wands energy, wanting to take action, moving forward in that way. And again, it's Knight, so this is an active element, and then it's Knight of Wands, which is an extra action. So really wanting to make this change, knowing, and I feel like she's reflected a lot. She's reflected on the relationships that haven't worked and her role in why. I think, and again, if this is you, I'm just speaking it in these terms, for the feminine, realizing that your role in the relationship, what can you do to make your foundation, make your emotional maturity, like you're upgrading yourself so that the next relationship doesn't repeat those same cycles. Queen of Pentacles, this is beautiful energy for you to take on. This is the full nurturing, the full motherly, compassionate, loving, but solid and stable. It's that energy that you've been working on bringing forward, so that we have this Ace of Wands, this new, passionate, active beginning. Loving this energy for you, feminines. So while we began in a place of reflection, really wanting to move forward, I feel like now you're getting to the place where you can take that action. It might have been slow going. There was that Mountain card, which is a card of delay, of challenge, of it being longer than you anticipated, and also of isolation. But I feel like right now you're on the other side of that. You might have just gotten to that mountain peak and you can see what the valley below, all of this beauty, this, you've done all of this hard work. But now, which is great about this card, the Eight of Pentacles, is that people are recognizing, they see all of the hard work you have done. They understand and are viewing you as someone who has gone through and done quite a bit of spiritual work, personal work, emotional maturity. So not to say that you were immature, but what I'm saying is that with each relationship we have, we upgrade. We figure ourselves out. We figure out how we interact with partners. We figure it out a little bit more if we are mindful of it. And I'm noticing here that the feminine Cancer, you've been working really hard because you want to create a better relationship next time. You're sick of the same old, same old. Good for you. Good for you, girl. Okay. For the masculine side, we have this Queen of Cups energy in the reverse. Now, this could be that past relationship, that thing that just went sour. This is water energy, so it's your energy, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. The other thing is that this could be the masculine's energy himself, feeling out of sorts, okay? Feeling the inability to nurture and to love. And this is emotional, right? So this is not being able to emotionally give himself to anyone. And again, we've been talking about some kind of something that blew up. And I didn't see it in the cards about when it might have happened. So it's, this could be something that's just been stagnant and it made a stalemate, hasn't really left the building at this point. We have the Six of Swords, and that's the reason why I was saying that is because it's in the reverse, meaning that there hasn't been a full movement away. I don't feel like this is a hang-up. I feel like this masculine really wants to get past this, and there's been something that has kept him back. It could be a group of friends. Maybe you had a shared friends. Maybe the masculine, maybe you shared a home and you actually had to sever ties, and it just took a little bit longer to actually sever all the financial ties, all of the legal ties, that kind of thing. So there wasn't a moving on, but I'm feeling, and it's because these other cards coming up, I feel like there's a desire from the masculine. We've got the Hanged Man. This is a new perspective. Now it is a card of sitting there and kind of looking at things. So this is the energy that the masculine is taking on right now. The energy of, I'm going to look at how I got myself in this situation. I'm going to look at what is really going on here so that I can heal myself, feel better about everything, and move along. Same thing with, this energy for the feminine. She's in this strong, stable place. That's what the energy she's trying to pull upon and incorporate into her life. And the masculine's trying to incorporate this perspective where he's not affected or afflicted. Because what he's truly wanting is this Four of Wands. This is that stable love, that building upon something with another. Being able to lay the groundwork for something really connected and on the same level so that he can be extraordinarily unique with someone, right? He can have his joyful presence with someone. Exactly. And then finally we have this Hermit card. This is a card of being like a reluctant leader, also Virgo-y, that's funny, Virgo energy. And the Hermit is someone who has taken a time out to reflect, and who just kind of does things in his own way. So the masculine has the energy of someone who is who does things on his own, who may be, and again with that issue with the friends or the social media, or if it's just community, I'm feeling like the masculine has no problem with just going camping and hiking for a few days on his own to have his own reflection. He'll do things in a very on his own kind of way in order to heal, in order to get this perspective. The only thing I would just warn about the masculines here is that if we're wanting relationship, we're going to have to come out of that energy. You can be solid and stable on your own, but if ultimately you're just going to go your own way and not consider a relationship in that, then that is a tick that you have to adjust, right? Because you want to make allowances for your relationship as well. Okay, so just a little bit of advice that showed up. What's bringing you two together is this Moon card. Look at that. And even though this is Piscean energy, I always view this with your card, Cancer, because you are ruled by the Moon. It's in the reverse. So what this is telling me, the Moon in the upright is, it's about illusion and some kind of shadowy thing that's lurking. When it's in the reverse, it's actually more positive. It's developing all of these things, right? Just like in film where you develop from the darkness, the image comes to light. So it's showing the light of what's really been going on. And this would be the struggle that the masculine's been going through and the journey that the feminine's been going through. Once you're stepping forward and showing that, and where you're going to see it, you know, you might find each other again. We talked about it through a friend or through a child, or it could be that it's a new friendship that just kind of comes about. But that's your bond here, is when you are open and vulnerable, which, you know, yes, that's true. We're not going to bond with each other unless we're going to be vulnerable. But coming out of any type of illusion, being really straightforward with where you've come from and what you're looking for. No game playing. What else? Also looking for the highest good, the highest version, not only of yourself, but of the relationship that you want. If you do that, Cancer, the reading is showing that this is going to come very soon. So be aware, keep your eye out for finding each other in a way that the cards are at least describing. It can happen anyway, but again, if this reading is for you, what's resonating, just be aware that it could happen in that way. Looking into finding your joyful presence, lighting yourself up so that your partner can find you and be extraordinarily unique, and do so in a way that is, you can do it morning, noon, and night. And you don't necessarily have to use, you know, alcohol or drugs or anything like that to get yourself, you know, feeling more open. Enjoy yourself as you are and let the world know. Cancer, it's a beautiful reading. I really hope you resonate with this. Let me know in that box below. Hit that thumbs up button. For now, I'm going to send you all my love. I'll see you all next time.